Blonde woman, Tiffany, smirking and covering her mouth to hide a laugh. Split screen with Judge Caprio looking furious, slamming his hand on the desk. In the Providence Municipal Court, respect is the first rule. You can be poor, you can be guilty, but if you are respectful, Judge Frank Caprio will listen. But on a rainy Tuesday morning, a defendant named Tiffany St. walked in and broke that rule within seconds.
Tiffany was the 26-year-old daughter of a real estate tycoon. She was facing charges of reckless driving and leaving the scene of an accident. Most people would be terrified, but Tiffany? She treated the courtroom like a boring party she couldn't wait to leave. While the prosecutor read the charges, detailed how Tiffany's sports car had sideswiped a school bus, Tiffany wasn't listening. She was checking her makeup and her phone camera. And then she did the one thing you never do in front of Judge Caprio. When the victim, a terrified bus driver, started to speak, Tiffany smirked. She actually laughed. That smirk would cost her more than money. It was about to cost her her freedom. Tiffany leaning on the podium, rolling her eyes, the judge asking her a question. Judge Caprio noticed the smirk immediately. He paused the proceedings. The room went deadly silent. Judge Caprio: Miss St. Clair, is something funny? Tiffany looked up, pretending to be innocent. Funny? No, Your Honor. This whole thing is so dramatic. It was a scratch. The bus is fine. Can I just pay the fine? My dad is waiting for me for lunch. Judge Caprio: A scratch? You forced a school bus full of children off the road.
They overreacted. I was in a rush, and honestly, nobody got hurt, so why are we wasting tax dollars on this? Just tell me the number. She pulled out a platinum credit card and waved it in the air. The audience gasped. She wasn't just rude. She was completely detached from reality. Put that card away. You are not at a drive-thru. You are in a court of law. Tiffany, muttering under her breath. Barely. The bus driver, Mr. Henderson, wiping tears. Tiffany, checking her nails. Judge Caprio ignored her comment for a moment. He wanted the record to show exactly who she was. Mr. Henderson, please continue. The bus driver, a man in his 60s, stepped up. His hands were shaking. Your Honor, I've been driving for 30 years. When her car cut me off, I had to swerve into a ditch to avoid flipping over. The kids, they were screaming. I thought I had killed them. He started to cry. I couldn't sleep for weeks, and when I got out to check on her, she just sped off. She didn't even look back. It was a heartbreaking testimony. But then, the camera caught Tiffany again. She wasn't looking at Mr. Henderson. She was texting, and as she read a text message, a small, cruel smile played on her lips. A smirk. Judge Caprio saw it, and the nice judge vanished. Judge Caprio standing up, his face is red. He points a finger at her. Ms. St. Clair! The judge's voice boomed like thunder. Tiffany jumped, dropping her phone.
Stand up, right now. Tiffany stood up, looking annoyed. What? I'm listening. No, you are not listening. You are smirking. A man is telling you about the worst moment of his life, a moment you caused, and you are smiling at your phone? It was an important text. My lawyer said, I don't care what your lawyer said. You have shown zero remorse. You have shown zero empathy. You think because your father has money, you are above the consequences of your actions. Tiffany rolled her eyes again. She couldn't help herself. Look, Judge, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry the bus driver is sensitive. I'm sorry the road was narrow. I'll pay for his therapy. Happy? Sensitive. You could have killed 20 children. But I didn't, so can we move on? The judge opening a thick file. Tiffany looking nervous for the first time. Judge Caprio sat down slowly,
He looked at the prosecutor. "Does the defendant have a prior record?" "No, I'm clean." The prosecutor handed the judge a stack of papers. "Actually, Your Honor, Miss St. Clair has 12 speeding tickets in 3 states. Her license has been suspended twice, and she posted a video of this accident on social media." "Social media?" "Yes.
She live-streamed herself driving away from the scene. The judge's face turned into stone. Judge Caprio, play it. The video played on the monitors. It showed Tiffany laughing in her car, saying, "Oops, just scraped a loser bus. Bye." The courtroom erupted in anger. Tiffany turned pale. Her smirk was finally gone. Judge Caprio holding the gavel. Tiffany crying. "You thought this was a joke. You thought you could smirk your way out of this." Tiffany, I didn't mean it like that. It was just a joke for my friends." Judge Caprio, reckless endangerment is not a joke. Leaving the scene of an accident is a felony. I was going to give you community service. I was going to be lenient. He leaned forward, his eyes locking onto hers. Judge Caprio, but that smirk told me everything I need to know. You haven't learned a thing. Tiffany, please, Judge, my dad will kill me. Your dad isn't here. You are. The judge raised his gavel. I am revoking your license for 5 years. I am fining you the maximum penalty of $10,000. And for the charge of reckless endangerment, I am sentencing you to 30 days in the Adult Correctional Institution, remanded immediately. Tiffany, jail? No, you can't. I'm not a criminal. Judge Caprio, Balloth, take her into custody. Tiffany being handcuffed, crying hysterically. Judge Caprio looking stern but sad. Tiffany St. Clair was led out of the courtroom in handcuffs, her expensive heels clicking as she was dragged away. She walked in, laughing at the law. She walked out, a prisoner. Judge Caprio proved that day that no amount of money can buy character. And if you smirk at justice, justice will wipe that smile right off your face. What do you think? Did she deserve jail time? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe to Judge's Mind for more justice served.